From the host of Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the San Francisco 49ers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Bring it. 95.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yardage to start things out. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
I'm coming after you.
From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
19. 56. Mike's 56. Watch the pass. Good job right there.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive.
56. Rip left.
Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First down, Seattle, 16 yards the gain there. That one caught out wide by Boykin. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. There's Wilson to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down.
54 mark, 54 mark. Check, check, walk 54, walk 54. Let's go. Break. Right there. Good work. Ready? Hey, one set. Check, one.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
280. Like 5-4. It's just me and you. It's just, hey, alert.
Off the draw, here's Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check 31. 36 power.
After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
It's been a pretty long opening drive. This will be play number 11 coming up on 3rd down.
36. Hey, check mark 30. Go down. Deeper. Mark check 33. 33.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Flushed out right. And he slides to avoid the hit. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16.
You and I both know most coaches are really fearful about their quarterbacks running with the ball. They don't want them to take that big hit. I don't think they worry about that with Russell Wilson. He's so smart in what he does, and we just saw it there on that scramble.
The 1st down carry here for Johnson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Seahawk football here to start quarter number 2 as they come up now 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal.
Let's go double count right here. Double count. Here we go. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Don't drink. Check 25. Watch out. No pass. Pick the edge.
On the toss, here's Johnson. And he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. David Johnson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Seahawks take the ball down the field and score on the opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Right there, 19. Right there, 54 Mike. You must be dreaming.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Flush to his right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Defense wins championships, baby.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen, eluding the pressure right. Aguilar has it. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Mike 50. Mike 54. Not here. Showing up. Showing up. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3.
They'll run on first down. It's Hines. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They'll run with a former Ole Miss Rebel, Jordan Wilkins. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Right there. Right there. 54 Mike. Tackles. Tackles. Back. Middle. Check 3. Check 3. Check 3. Check safety. Check safety. He's checking. Crap.
On first down, Hines. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Come on, D. Shit.
Here's Hines on the toss play. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They run with Wilkins. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
And the 49er first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. They'll run on first down. It's Hines. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. All right, coming up at intermission. Charles, you want to wait to enhance your Saturday?
I certainly do.
I've got just a thing for you. It's the coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by Orlando. He'll be alongside at half to take us through the weekend. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. And that is going to be incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They'll run it with Johnson. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Wilson, operating from the gun. Escaping the pressure right, and incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
40. 56 to Mike. 56 is the Mike. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
From the gun, Wilson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line.
Hey, round
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Defense all day. Check nickel. Alert. Five.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Looking deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Allen again. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Marlon Humphrey on the coverage.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 3rd down, Hines. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a 1st down as he stopped at the 48. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Watch the run. Hey, Haywood. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Pick it up. Pass 85. Mike 54.
Here's Allen to throw it. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a give right side. It's Hines, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Eight yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Under 10. Under 10. 10. Kill.
They run again with Hines. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Allen now on first down. Completes it to Hardman. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 18 yards, first down Niners. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Buying, and he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen got some real estate inside the 30. Completes it to the tight end Kittle. And down to the 29-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Watch it slap. Watch it slap.
From the gun, it's Allen. Flushed out right. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 12-yard line.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. And now the Seahawks are going to take a timeout here on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
13. 49. Hey, orbit. 49. Push him back. Push him back. 49. 49 the mic. 49 the mic. Hey, alert. Alert. Alert, man.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle His third touchdown now on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he's such a talented tight end, just creates nightmarish-type matchups on the other side.
He's so good that when we say tight end, we're almost damning him with faint praise, aren't we? Because he can do it all. He's as good as any receiver in the NFL.
Well, that's the deal. He's a wide receiver, just in a bigger body.
Bigger body, a matchup nightmare, and who's going to cover him? When I sit in the film session, I just look at the coach and say, really? Really? You're going to yell at me? You go cover him.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Watch the eye. Tempo.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Flush to his right. David Johnson here on the catch. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On 3rd down, Austin. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return is Pettis. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Hines. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. 20. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. This is caught. And he'll be out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
They come out here in the eye. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Hines. And across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Nyheim Hines, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Double dog, that's the way. Hey, easy.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Wilson from the gun, he'll throw. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Seahawks will go for it. It's Wilson eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bradley Chubb. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. Ready? Check. Watch 54. Here we go, D. Get off the field. Shift. Watch. 11.
On 1st down, it's Wilkins. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
It's our time. It's our time. Alert 3. Hot. Alert 3. Hot.
They run again with Wilkins. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flash back to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. On the carry, it's Wilkins. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And in his 15th season, he's able to get this one to go. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Being chased out left. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Here we go. Here we go.
Wilson to throw. This pass to Jennings, and he makes the catch. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
56 is the mark.
Now Wilson. Steps away to his left. And that's incomplete.
Well, my initial thought was that maybe he was just trying to blindly throw this one away, and maybe he was. But he's going to get away with it because as he tried to throw it over the left sideline there's a receiver right there in the area, so no grounding call.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
I'll go special. I'll go special.
Throwing now is Wilson. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Eric Armstead in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
So the victory here for San Francisco, and it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the 49ers, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.